Hi there everyone, it's Gloria Kremer today and from Oakville, Canada, and today we are going to be making this cute little card. It's card number 4 from my Penguin Place bundle card class, online class, and I used the Give It a Whirl dies to make this cute little card. Now for the sentiments in here, you can just use any sentiments that you have. I can't even remember where I got all these sentiments from, but let's get started. The ink colors that I used for this card is Pumpkin Pie and Polished Pink. So if you got one of my kits, then everything is very pre-cut for you. Pre-cut, pre-scored. You basically have to stamp and assemble. So let's get started. Like I said, this is the last card for this series of 4 cards for this particular online class. So in your kit, you will have all your little pieces. I think this little piece here is for the scarf. So let's just stamp that in the polished pink. So there's our scarf. We're gonna fussy cut that out. I'm not really sure which sentiments I'm gonna use. I'm not super prepared for this video, but we will find something. I hear some noise outside. Hopefully my dogs will stay quiet. I just came home from taking them out, so they are now napping. So let's see if they will stay quiet for the duration of this video. Now, if you don't have this penguin stamp set, I think almost everyone that ordered this kit did get this the penguin stamp set bundle. You will need the stamps to complete this card the way I have it. However, if you don't have it, you can always draw it in. Instead of a scarf, you could put a ribbon. So it's really not that big of a deal. Okay, next step we're going to do, so I guess we're going to fussy cut our presents as well here. And this is from the Whimsical Trees bundle, this DSP that I got the gifts from. So the Whimsical Trees is going to be my next online class. It is product based. However, if you don't have the stamps or dies, you can just use whatever stamps you do own to complete the cards. I try to make them as neutral as I can so that you have the option of using what you have. However, if you do have this, if you do decide to do option 2 or 3, which is to get the stamp set with the class, or to get the bundle with the class, that will make your life a lot easier, and you can always use the cards for or use the stamps for other cards. So when I stamp for this wheel in mine, I'm using one that sort of has some stuff on it. Let's see if I can erase it. Maybe. I think this was from my die cutting machine. Sometimes it sort of transfer onto the white piece when I die cut stuff. So let's see what kind of stamps we're going to use for our wheel. Okay, so I can use this. I think these are going to be too big. I'm going to use this one here. So this is from Mary Snowflakes. It says, "May the happiness of family, the joys of friendship, and the warmth of love surround you this season." So I think this is the same one. Oh, no, it's not the same one that I used on my other card. But, oh well. So this is what we're going to use. This is one of the stamps. And then I'm going to pick a couple from Itty Bitty Christmas. And I know it's retired, but it's a great set. And I know a lot of my customers have this stamp set. So you can see the faint lines or sort of on this wheel. And what you're going to do is you're going to try to stay inside those lines. I think this stamp might be slightly outside, but we're going to use it anyways, and we'll see how it goes. I think it'll still work. Okay, next we're going to pick a different stamp. And we're going to use, let's see, Christmas Cheer. Let's use Christmas Cheer. And then the last one we need to pick is, let's do Happy Christmas. Ta-da! Okay, so now we've stamped our little wheel here. We are going to attach it to our card. But let's move this out of the way. We'll pour out our little pieces here. I put sequins in with this, in this little, with this card, and I thought maybe you could, if you wanted to add sequins, you could. I didn't do it for my sample. It was sort of an afterthought, and I was like, oh, well, these sequins will look good with the card, so we can see how this will look. So this one is a little off, but that's okay. And if you wanted to stamp something down here, you could as well. Like snowflakes or something. Let's do that. Let's stamp some. So I'm going to take some snowflakes from this stamp set, Snowflake Wishes. And I think I'm going to use, what color should I use? I'm going to use Pool Party, I think. So I think that looks good. Okay, now we're ready to attach her. So we're going to put this through the middle. You're going to have to poke a little hole through the DSP. And then we're going to also take this little circle DSP that I have. And again, we're going to just poke a little hole in the middle, and you'll see why. Next, we're going to put a couple of dimensionals on each side. And then we're going to put dimensionals, whoops, along the edges here. So there's our piece here. And I know we haven't added any of the other stuff on yet, but we're going to mount this on to our card base like that. So just take the backing off all your dimensionals. If you have the strips, the strip adhesive that we usually use for shaker cards, that works really well for this type of card as well. So you can use those, and then you don't have to put so many of these little ones on. Okay, so next we're going to mount this on. Just sort of eyeball it. That's all I do. And then we're going to glue on our snowflake. Now this snowflake has like an extra shiny side and then a flat white side. So you want to put the glue on the flat white side. Oh no, this is going to be one of those days where it comes shooting out. Let's see. Okay, let's try a different one. It was working fine yesterday. but then I left it open for a couple of hours. Kind of forgot about it. So let's see if this one works better. Perfect. So we're just going to add some of our Tombow glue to the back of this. And then we're just going to add this onto our card. We're going to add our stars. And then after this, we're going to build our penguin. So these stars were cut out using the, oh, there's my dog. These stars are cut out using that pretty DS or foil paper that's part of Celebration. And it's available until the end of this month. Okay, I'm liking how this is turning out. So our next step is to stamp our little penguin guy. Let's see if we can find all the pieces for our penguin. I sort of have pieces everywhere, so. Oh, here's his eyes. Okay, so here's his eyes. We're going to take this piece that's already cut. And we are going to stamp his eyes. I'm not liking his eyes there. I think they're a little smushy. So let's turn it around. Take two. All right. Let's do his eyes again. Oh, this is much better. Okay. Next, we're going to do his little beak. And I'm using the pumpkin pie for his beak, which is the same color that I cut his, I punched out his little feet. So I'm going to put that right there. And now we're going to glue on his, little, oops, maybe that's the wrong one. We're going to glue on his scarf. And then we're going to glue him together here. Isn't he so cute? I guess it could be a girl too. I don't know. For some reason, I think it's a boy, but he's wearing a pink scarf, which is okay. And then we're just going to put some glue here for his feet. And then again, we're going to add more dimensionals on the back because we're going to pop him up. I never waste my little end pieces, so. I'm going to stick him sort of right in the center of where the snowflake is. And then with the little presents, in your kit, you're going to get like just a random present. So if they don't look exactly like what I have in these, don't worry. It's not supposed to look exactly the same. Just make do with what you have. And I think I'm going to do my presents like this. So I'm going to glue one of these gifts down flat on the card, and then I'm going to pop up the other one. And pop this one up like, I don't know, maybe we'll do it right there. So there's our gifts all popped up, and then we're gonna put these little silver balls just randomly in the background. So these little silver balls are the only thing that is not Stampin' Up for this card. But I felt like they still sort of worked. And then if you want to, you can add even more using the sequins that came with the card. Which I don't know if I'm going to do. I guess I could. Is it overkill? I don't know. Can you over bling a card? I'm not sure if you can over bling a card. So let's just add some of these sequins. Let's put one on the gift. And then there's like these smaller ones. Okay, so there is our finished card. And then of course you can just stamp whatever you want on the inside. There you go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And my next videos or my next online class will be using the Whimsical Trees bundle. So stay tuned for that and have an awesome week.